there, universe. You just happened to be on my phone while I'm walking around my apartment. Have you ever seen my apartment? Here it is. Welcome to the mailbag. This is not a Zelda vlog. I never did a spin attack before, so I'm doing it now. Sheath! Unsheath! Sheath! Alright, first question time. DC Shiz asks, do you think there will ever be a game in which an incarnation of Link uses the ocarina to go back and forth through time and encounter other Links? That's a good question. Unfortunately, I don't. Here's why. Nintendo has done some pretty wacky things with its timelines and all sorts of things, but one Link going and seeing another Link seems almost even too far-fetched for Hyrule. There are a lot of crazy things that happen in Zelda, but a Link meeting another Link, I don't think is one of them. To me, that kind of starts entering the realm of fanfiction, and I think Nintendo can see that. Now, fanfiction is cool. If you like to write, if you like to read it, great, but it doesn't usually seem to make very engaging plots. I mean, what would the purpose of Link going and meeting another Link be? It'd be like total fan service. It'd just be like, for the purpose of Nintendo being able to say, oh hey, we got you to meet another Link, that's so cool, and then nothing. So I don't think that's gonna happen. It's an interesting idea though, and you know, we could talk about how it could happen if you wanted to. Do you? You can tell me if you do. It's okay, I don't bite much. Shh. Question 2. My Triforce asks, Jason, I love you. Oh, thank you. So you should answer my question. Okay, I will. You know how Link is supposed to be a link to the player? And that we are supposed to play the game as ourselves, like we're the hero. Yeah. Go on. So, why don't they give us the option of a female Link? Okay. There's a really obvious answer here. I'm not a girl. Okay, serious answer. I think you've got it backwards. Nintendo, while they are trying to make Link a metaphorical link to the player, is not trying to have you imprint your image upon Link, but rather have Link imprint his image upon you, if that makes any sense. In essence, Link is not supposed to be you. You are supposed to be Link. So that should explain why there's no female Link. There's only one Link, and Nintendo is going to stick to its character design for Link. Not to mention that it's really, really great for branding if there's only one character design for Link. If it's any consolation, though, Link is practically cross-dressing already with that tunic. All the men of the world who wear tunics to work are now going to gang up on me with flaming torches. They're going to come to my house, going to kill me, and dress my corpse up in a tunic. I'm really scared. Save me. Empire123 Man asks, so we have, evidently, a spirit for the Master Sword, right? Where did it go in the other games? Do you have an explanation as to why we haven't seen it before? And here begin the barrage of questions about the Master Sword spirit, which is probably what we're going to talk about for the rest of the mailbag. Well, actually I know that because I do the mailbag, so I'm going to warn you. We're going to talk about this for the rest of the mailbag. Such a hot button issue. So, where did the Master Sword spirit go? I have an idea, but I'm not going to answer to the next question. So I'm just going to say, I don't know where the Master Sword spirit went. It's gone. It's just, I mean, you know, actually there's probably something that happens at the end of the game. Like the Twilight Princess, the Twilight Realm wasn't in any of the other games that technically come after Twilight Princess in the timeline. Why is that? Why is the Twilight Realm gone? You know why it's gone? Because they destroyed the Twilight Mirror at the end, Minda went away, and you never see them again. You never see them again. Done. That was really, really great cop-out for Nintendo. They did a good job with that. It's great. So, Sword Spirit can be gone by some kind of thing at the end that happens. What could it be? I don't know. The Sword Spirit could just have to leave the Master Sword. It could get killed. I don't know. How do you kill Spirit? Something's gonna happen. It's going to be scary. It's going to be funny. It's not going to be funny. Don't laugh. I didn't even say question 4. I didn't say question 3 either. You guys should call me out on that. You should be calling me out on this stuff. Anyways, Shadow Master Luigi asks, if the Master Sword was forged by the gods, is it possible that the spirit of the Master Sword is one of the sages that forged it? Interesting theory! I really should preface this with saying that I'm not a theorist. I'm just a guy who really likes video games in all forms, especially Zelda, which is why I spend like all my time talking about Zelda. But I'm not like, say, Hombre de Mundo, or one and only man of the world, who actually very, very deeply analyzes what happens and what could or is going to happen in the game. So, is it possible that the Sword Spirit is one of the sages? I don't really want to speculate on that too much because I feel like once we start talking about things being the sages, then we're getting into like really, really specific plot details, and we're really at risk of having no clue what we're talking about. I mean, really no clue at all. But let's think of the multiple ways that there could be a sword spirit. The sword could have come from the spirit, not the other way around, which is what I think. I think the spirit was already there, and then it became a sword. I don't think there was a sword, and then it got a spirit, or that there was a sword, and then it became a spirit. Now, if we're going to talk about the sword having a spirit given to it by sages, I'm going to talk about Baten Kaitos again. Spoiler alert, more fun plot details. If you haven't played Baten Kaitos before, really, this is your chance. I'm talking about it twice in a row. It's a really amazing game series. One of my favorites of all time that I've played tons of times over, that my brother has played like 6 times over. He's crazy. It's just an awesome game all around with a great story, amazing graphics. The card battle system is outrageously fun, especially in Baten Kaitos Origins when it's really fast-paced and awesome. Baten Kaitos, that's how you spell it. Go buy this game and maybe they'll make a third. It would be amazing if they did. Good lord. Anyways, in Baten Kaitos Origins, the second game in the series, which is technically a prequel to the original, one of the characters is a magical puppet named Gilo. Gilo's origin is explained during the game. Gilo's just a puppet. You never know if it's he or she because half of its body is male and half of its body is female. But Gilo is a combination of 2 sages from the game. They created and then put their spirit inside the puppet. This man and this woman, children of the earth, they put their spirit inside the puppet and then used it for battle. That sounds a lot like what you're thinking about for this sword. So could the sages have put their spirit, or put one of their spirits inside the Master Sword, and it was imprinted? Sure, why not? It's been done, and it makes for a pretty freaking interesting plot device. Question 5. Recax96 asks, do you think the human appearance of the Skyward Sword has any relationship to the Fairy Queen on Wind Waker? Or do you think it's just a design choice and or coincidence? Now we're getting somewhere. Yes, I do, because that's what I originally thought that the sword spirit was. I swear to God, I thought Adele was the Fairy Queen, and I was like, oh my God, that's the Fairy Queen! Gotta go tell people about that. But seriously, that could actually explain a lot of things. If Adele does become the Fairy Queen at the end, that explains why the Master Sword has no spirit. That explains where the Fairy Queen comes from. What else do you need? Done. I really don't think that leaves any gaping holes. My assumption is that this is the correct answer. I'm going to be proven horribly wrong when none of this is true when the game comes out, but that's okay, because we're having fun talking about it, right? Especially if you've seen the latest trailer from GDC, there's really no difference in the design of the Fairy Queen versus Adele. Zero. Zero design changes. It's uncanny. The icon held next to an actual rendering of the Fairy Queen's head. It's uncanny. I don't know how much more obvious Nintendo could be about that. In the world of Nintendo designing things for their major game franchises, there is no such thing as coincidence. They do everything on purpose. Period. This is not a coincidence. No way, and I refuse to believe that. In conclusion, I just do little in conclusions, right? In conclusion, yeah, your question. I like it. Good. Final question. Activate. TMJR6 asks, where does Link put all his items? I don't even know why I'm bothering to answer this question because it's so stupidly simple. He puts them in his pocket. Duh. Well, hope I entertained you for however long I just did that for. Just wasted all your time. Deal with it. Deal with it, universe. Not getting that time back. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to Zelda Universe TV if you're not already. Why aren't you? Like and favorite and comment on things about this. Leave questions in the comments so that I have things to answer next week. You guys always leave really amazing questions. It's great. Keep it up, champs. You are champs. Champions of the internet. So, guess that's all I got. See you guys in a week. I'm gonna try and do these earlier. I keep doing them on Monday, and I don't know why I keep doing that. It's terrible of me. I'm such a lazy webmaster. I'm gonna try and do them by Saturday now. That way there's a clean bunch of time between mailbags and vlogs and other things that may be coming soon. Peace and Triforce pieces, and I'll see you next week. Good day. Yeah, but there's no music here. You're probably gonna be wondering about that, so I'll tell you with my face. I'll have my old face tell you what. It's because I learned something new. I learned how to do this! Check it out! And yeah, that's gonna be applied to Zelda stuff. In the new series, Zelda-pella, which one of the commenters named. I thought the name was so great, I just had to take it for myself. Deal with it, copyrighted people. It's copyrighted me now. So look forward to that. I'm splitting the acapella things off from the mailbag. So sorry. But they're going to be in their own video series now, and I'm going to do full-length, crazy things and have MP3s to download. I'll probably do one video where I combine all the other stuff and put it up for download. I've gotten so many download requests for the music that I do that I just have to split it off and make it its own thing. So look forward to that. Another reason to subscribe and do all such cool things. Acapella videos! By the way, if you don't get what that means Cody's dream come true has dream come to trude. I have my own channel now. Go there and subscribe. It's not going to be terribly active until maybe the summer or so, but I'm going to do occasional freaking awesome covers of various awesome songs. Already have the next one lined up, and I'm going to do random vlogs, perhaps, because I really like doing them, and I want to do one where I don't have to talk about arbitrary Zelda things. You get a daily dose of me. Probably not daily, but a dose. Is it even possible to overdose on me? Nah. Okay. Peace. Add Triforce pieces.